These 3 tool walls cost me anywhere from $300 up to $1,300. And after living with all 3, the strongest system doesn't automatically win, and neither does the cheapest. The Milwaukee PACKOUT is built for heavy-duty storage. The Ryobi LINK gives you the most organization for your money. And the wall control keeps almost everything you own visible and within arm's reach. And we'll be scoring our 3 walls today using 5 distinct categories. We've got installation, accessories, strength, daily use, and value. Every category is worth 10 points, giving each wall a maximum possible score of 50. If you're interested in picking up any of the wall systems showcased here in today's video, the best place to find them is going to be that YouTube shopping button down below. Let's go. One important distinction. I'm judging these as permanent walls in a garage or workshop, not as storage inside a van or work truck. Milwaukee has a massive advantage in the mobile setup, but today's winner has to perform best right here on the wall. And we're judging only complete commercially available walls today. No slat wall or custom woodworking here. Round 1, installation. Ryobi LINK was easily the fastest system to install. Once I knew where I wanted everything, the entire wall took only about 90 minutes. The rails interlocked like Legos, stud spacing wasn't a problem, and building outward from the first level rail was extremely straightforward. Just make sure the panels are right side up. I installed one upside down, drilled all the holes, removed it, and had to do the entire section again. That was totally user error, but it wasn't immediately obvious. Milwaukee took me about 2 hours. The nearly continuous perforated mounting area makes finding studs easy, and the plates align and interlock cleanly. My biggest issue is that the plates are only 31 inches wide. On standard stud spacing, I couldn't get both far outside edges into studs, although there were still plenty of secure mounting points between them. Wall control took roughly 3 hours and was by far the system I would least want to install again. Every individual panel has to be leveled and fastened, and neighboring panels have to share the same stud. Trying to land 2 fasteners from 2 different panels inside the same 1.5 inch wide stud was much more frustrating than mounting an interlocking rail system. Ryobi wins installation with a 9.5. Milwaukee gets an 8, and wall control starts with a 6.5. Round 2, accessories. Accessories are where wall control separates itself. It gives me a specific place for drills, screwdrivers, clamps, hand tools, aerosol cans, small parts, and almost everything in between. More importantly, the smaller tools don't have to disappear inside a box or bin. I can see what I have and grab it immediately. PACKOUT is better suited to large tools, larger accessories, and heavy-duty storage. Its boxes and bins are rugged, and nearly everything locks positively onto the wall. But once you get into screwdrivers, pliers, and individual hand tools, the system becomes much less space efficient. Milwaukee can store them, but often by putting them inside something else. Ryobi has shelves, bins, hooks, and some useful general purpose attachments, but there aren't nearly enough strong tool-specific options. And because there are so many hooks, we turned our Ryobi wall into a gardening center. But for someone who just has a few power tools, this one could absolutely work for you. Wall control gets a perfect 10 for accessories. There are a ton of them and they are absolutely inexpensive. Milwaukee gets 8.5 and Ryobi gets a 6. Round 3, strength. On paper, all 3 of these walls will support more weight than most homeowners will realistically ever place on them. Milwaukee rates its large PACKOUT wall plate for 150 pounds when mounted into a stud. Ryobi rates link rails for 75 pounds per linear foot. Wall control shown a properly installed 16 by 32 inch panel in wood supporting up to 200 pounds with the load evenly distributed. Those are apples to apples measurements, so the numbers alone don't determine this round. Milwaukee feels the most secure. The accessories engage the cleats and tangibly lock into place. The wall control steel panels themselves feel extremely strong. The weakness is positive retention. Depending on the hook or shelf, lifting a tool can also lift or move the accessory holding it. Ryobi accessories lock onto the rail better than traditional pegboard hooks, but the lineup and construction don't inspire the same heavy-duty confidence as Milwaukee. You are able to screw in many of the hooks, but then you're locked into unscrewing them every time you want to move them. So on our scoreboard, Milwaukee's going to earn the 10, wall control gets an 8.5, and Ryobi gets a 7. Okay, 3 rounds in, Milwaukee does have the lead. But the most important category for a permanent wall storage system is next. Round 4, daily use. Daily use is more than whether a wall can hold a tool. It's about how many useful tools fit into the available space, whether I can see them, and how quickly I can get to them. This is Wall Control's biggest advantage. Small and medium-sized tools stay visible, densely packed, and within arm's reach. PACKOUT uses much more wall depth and surface area for the amount it can hold. The boxes protect tools, but they can also hide them. And small hand tools are where the trade-off becomes most noticeable. But Milwaukee gets some of those points back through mobility. Being able to move storage directly from the wall to a cart and eventually into a truck or van is something Wall Control cannot match. So Ryobi is clean and easy to use, but many of its accessories extend surprisingly far from the wall. In a corner like mine, this makes the setup feel tighter than it looks from straight ahead. It handles ordinary homeowner tools well, but the lack of dedicated holders limits how efficiently I can arrange everything. So back to the scoreboard, Wall Control earns a solid 10. Milwaukee gets an 8.5, and Ryobi gets a 7.5. Round 5, value. Ryobi is the runaway value winner. My entire link wall system costs approximately $300, and for a homeowner who wants to maintain a clean, easy-to-use storage system, it delivers a lot for that price. My Milwaukee wall is bigger, but it did cost around $1,000. The price buys rugged construction, positive retention, and access to the larger PACKOUT ecosystem. But it doesn't buy the best storage density. So at 5.5 feet tall and nearly 8 feet wide, the Wall Control system is the largest one I have, but it's also the most expensive, at approximately $1,300. The Wall Control is more expensive than Milwaukee, but I can hold a hell of a lot more on this system. That keeps the value scores closer than the prices alone suggest. So round 5 scoreboard, we have Ryobi coming in at 10 for value. Wall Control is going to be a 7.5, and Milwaukee's going to be a solid 7. That leaves the Ryobi Link wall in third place with a total of 40 out of 50 points. But third place sounds worse than it actually is. Because Ryobi won installation, it won value, and for a budget-conscious homeowner or DIYer, it may be the smartest system in this comparison. That leaves Milwaukee PACKOUT and Wall Control. And after 5 rounds, only half a point separates the two. By just a hair, Wall Control ekes out a win over the Milwaukee PACKOUT wall system. But for a tool enthusiast like myself, just working around the house and doing projects in the garage, Wall Control is the best option for me. And if you want to take a deep dive into any one of the 3 walls featured here today, click this playlist right here. So that's all I have for you guys today. As always, thank you so much for watching. God bless. And if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button.